So you never did answer my questions. We have a couple questions to finish answering. You were a founding member of this guild. How do you know the guild? Are they a relative, a friend, traveling companion?
Yeah, he's a really old friend.
And do you have any particular ideas for what kind of magic he uses, or are you gonna leave that up to me?
Well, I'll leave that up to you.
Alright. He was quite a powerful teammate for you back in the day. As his magic synergizes very well with yours. He uses maker magic, making things out of metal.
Gotcha.
He obviously synergizes well with lightning. And a guy. How long have you been a part of this guild?
4 years.
Alright, a couple years at this point then. Have you ever been on a mission with Lucky, or is today going to be the first time? You've probably seen each other around.
I've done one mission with them.
Alright, Daniel, since Xavier has decided the scenario, I will leave it up to you, the details. What kind of mission did you guys go on the one time you worked together before?
It was the one and only time I went on a recovery mission to go get a, it ended up just being like a trick from the guildmaster to go get fucking groceries for the guild. But he didn't tell us any of that. So,
it's one of those things where it's like, you're going to have to go to the highest rare mountain to gather these sacred herbs. And then as soon as you got back, he was like, oh, these will be great in the salad. And just threw them in a pot.
Yep.
Excellent.
That's how that happened.
I feel like that is a fairly stereotypical anime episode that every anime has at some point.
All right. Just before we get going, do you mind if we are recording this?
I mean, I don't really mind. I don't know if it's particularly going to be anything anyone watches, but why not?
Yeah, I just realized I hit record before I started asking. So, you chill with that? Alright. Then I need you to sit right here so the mic can actually pick you up. That's on single player. I haven't loaded it into multiplayer. Is it actually loaded in on a thing? Okay.
It shut down.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you can, if you can move that over here, you can. Just chill. Aldasta's up, if you want to hop on Aldasta. If Novus isn't working. Alright. So, do you wanna explain the premise for the people?
The premise here, and it's gonna be different for sure. I'm not gonna be following, the plot of the show or anything. But essentially, we're doing a tabletop campaign here, using a system that at this point is mostly homebrew from its original origins. And it will be based loosely off of the world of the fairy tale anime and manga. Kind of a light-hearted fantasy romp. Wizards, guilds, blowing stuff up, fighting monsters. Hopefully, it will be a lot of fun.
Oh, yeah? And I guess the people we have right now for sure, me, Nick, and Xavier. And we might be getting 2 other people if they agree. But yeah, that's kind of where we're at here. So I'm good to get started.
And just like the last one that we did with the agency briefly, which is still planned to be picked back up at some point, but it's kind of on hold because I wanted to tell a little bit more of a goofy, less serious story. But just like that, it will be a very smooth drop-in, drop-out for if we ever have new people or if anyone can't show up or anything like that. Because it's a guild of wizards. We're setting our sights on the guild Mother Eye, which has a rather interesting backstory that you might like to explain behind that name.
So basically, Nick came up and was like, "Hey, we need to name this shit." And me and Xavier were like, how we got to do this? And Nick said you need to do it with a mythical creature and a body part. So I decided the body part, and when I asked Xavier what the mythical creature was, he said your mom. Unless Mother Eye was born.
Mother Eye, which is actually a pretty good guild name, I think.
I picked the Eye. And you picked your mom.
So Mama
Mother Eye is the name of it. Alright. So yeah.
Yes. Our adventures will start out today. Do you guys, I assume since you're one of the founding members of Lucky, that you live in the guild?
Yeah.
What about you, a guy? Do you have a room in the guild, or do you have like an apartment or something somewhere nearby? Where do you live?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I live in a sinkhole.
In a sinkhole?
Yes.
All right then. This will be quite interesting then, as you awake, you notice, Lucky, the pleasant sounds of rain on the roof. However, it is a much more dire situation for a guy who currently finds his house filling up with water as he wakes up in a puddle. It is raining quite extravagantly hard.
If it does, it would. I'm kind of under a yes, I live in a sinkhole, but it's more of like at the end it's curved. So the water.
Oh yeah. I mean that's not going to help it stop from filling up with water.
Yes,
the water might not fall right on you, but it's still going to flow down in there.
I know. I'm used to that.
So you feel like you may have to go out for a while and let your house empty out for a bit.
All right. Fine then. I will have to use one of my favorite abilities.
You're gonna do what?
He said he's going to use one of his favorite abilities, and then he ran away to get his phone.
One of his abilities.
I'm gonna roll.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to turn into a I'm going to turn it into. Are we doing it on a Discord?
Yeah, you can do it on whatever Discord channel you want.
Alright, so...
You are very hard to understand. Sorry,
He is...
Daniel, what's he doing? He said, I heard turned into something. But...
Xavier, come closer. You can plug that into the laptop if you need a thing.
Also, I want you to get in the habit of telling me what you're trying to do before you roll dice.
Okay, I'm going to roll my magic to transform into a bird.
Alright. I mean, give it a shot. In fact, that's a fairly easy thing to do. Unless you roll like absolute garbage, you should be able to do it. So.
Wait, I have to open up my Google Docs.
I have it up right here.
Alright, what is it?
Your magic is 5, keep 4.
Yeah.
Right.
You have a perk that gives you +2.
So
and it explodes on a 6.
So 5 keep 6, or?
5d6, keep the best 4, add 2, do extra stuff if
18.
needed. Where is it?
Oh wait, I got 2 6s.
Yeah, so you can...
Roll 2 more dice.
Can you do one for me? I'm talking. Nick,
Just what?
can you do one for me?
I mean, I guess just type roll 2d6 though. Oh, what did you do? You rolled 5. You're supposed to roll 2 more. Goof. 2d6, not 2 more rolls.
Oh.
Here, I got it for you though. Hey, you got 4s. Okay, so you keep your 6s, and then you normally keep 4. So you're going to keep these other 2 4s down here plus 2. Yeah, that's over a 20. That is plenty enough. You are able to turn into a bird of any kind that you have previously seen before. Anything from a large eagle to a small hummingbird at your distinction.
I will turn into a dove.
Okay. What's your plan? You are now a bird. It is raining.
Well, I will fly.
All right. As you fly up, you fly around. The winds are getting stronger, and they seem to kind of be pushing you around a little bit. As long as you turned into a fairly large bird, I didn't hear what kind of bird you said you were turning into, but as long as you're a fairly decent sized one and not like something tiny.
He's a dove.
He said a dove. All right, yeah, that's medium size as far as birds go. It's pushing you around a little bit. You're kind of like riding on the wind currents. But something quite startling catches your eye. There is another bird up here with you, one much larger. And as it spots you, it starts to come closer, and the winds get stronger as it approaches.
Turn into a bigger bird.
This is, as it gets closer, you realize quite possibly the largest bird that you've ever seen.
Alright, then turn into it.
Alright. Can I get you to roll me another transform? This one is a little bit more difficult to turn into, because this is a monster. I feel like Daniel probably already knows what this is.
I have an idea.
14.
Well, you only get to keep 4 of those. So 13. You try to transform into this creature, and you're able to take on the appearance. You look just as large as it. You can tell, though, the transformation was not a full success. You don't have all of its abilities yet.
I mean, I can
still coming
fly.
towards you, though it seems to slow a little bit as you seem to turn into an exact copy of it.
Okay, does it fight me?
If you choose to stay around there, quite interestingly enough, the bird's feathers will start to kind of pop and crackle with a little bit of light. And not from the bird, but from the storm itself, a lightning bolt attempts to strike you. Could I please get you to roll me a body defense of some kind?
What's my body defense?
Yep.
What's my body defense? 4D.
4, keep 2. 46, keep 2.
6. I mean,
I didn't even see a roll pop up.
8.
All right. 8. Make sure you add your fortitude here, or your fortitude would be in this case. So it's 8 plus 8. You flex through it as a copy of this giant bird, but you still take 1 point of body damage, as you're mostly able to deflect the lightning, but not completely.
Okay. All right, let's fly to Lucky's house.
Well, he lives at the guild hall, where the rest of the wizards are. Are you gonna take off that way?
Yeah.
The bird seems to kind of raise its wings up in victory. It seems like it thinks it scared you off well enough, and it continues to fly and circle around the store. The winds and the rains getting heavier and heavier the whole time. You do eventually make it to the guild hall, though. Bursting through the front door. Are you still a giant bird, or have you turned back to normal?
Normal.
Okay. You burst through the door, and your hair seems to be standing up a little bit from the lightning shock, but other than that, soaking wet. There seem to be several other guild members here in the hall, in the common room, including Lucky, if he so wishes to be. Several people standing and looking at the job boards, or having a beer, or drinking, or eating some food, or just talking with their various teammates and friends at various tables. There seems to be quite a heated argument going on in the corner between two members about whether strawberry pudding or chocolate pudding is truly the best.
I'm down.
What was it?
I said I'm down. I'm in that argument.
Okay. Which side are you arguing for?
What was the two options? I forgot.
Chocolate or strawberry?
I'm
chocolate or strawberry?
very much arguing for chocolate here.
One of the large, beefy men in the guild kind of slams his hand onto the table and yells, "You don't understand! It's all about the freshness of the strawberries."
I'm just saying. I've never had. Nope, I don't know. I did not like that voice. I'm just saying.
That was a slightly higher pitched uncle.
That was, in fact, a slightly higher pitched uncle. Hold on, let's think. All I'm saying is I've never had a really good, fresh strawberry pudding that I did not like more than a chocolate pudding.
And I'm not going to play it out, but basically, this thing, he seems to be a very enthusiastic about it. And this is what you see, a guy as you enter the guild hall, having just been struck by lightning by a giant bird.
Guys, can we just come in? As you can see, it's raining, and I got struck by lightning, and I'd like to say, please stop arguing about strawberry and chocolate pudding, even though chocolate is better.
Thank you! God!
You'll see after I come back from this quest, and he holds up a flyer that seems to indicate gathering of some kind of ultra rare golden strawberry.
Ah. We will indeed.
I'd like to say that is some gold-looking strawberry.
He loudly gets up and just kind of walks past you, taking the flyer with him and out into the storm. You guys would both be aware he is a water wizard primarily, so this is probably the best time for him to go on jobs.
Yeah, probably.
Wait. Let's do magic. My magic.
And who would you like to turn into, and for what purposes?
The water wizard.
Okay, I mean, go ahead and if you would like to. He is quite tall and buff, and you've seen him fight a couple of times. His primary mode of magic is using jets of water to punch stuff harder. Oh, yes. With your +2, you got one more dice to roll there. Yep. Roll an extra one because you rolled a 6. All right. Excellent. Excellent. That's another 6. Nope. You did it wrong, though. You were only supposed to roll one extra one.
Well, I got another 6.
But you rolled 2d6 when you were supposed to roll 1d6. So just roll 1d6. 1d6. You add however many extra is the number of 6s you get. Alright. So, yeah, it looks like you've got a 20 total with your bonus. Yes, you are fully capable of transforming into him. As he walks out the door, you kind of poof and transform into an exact copy of him. Not sure what your goal is here, but...
Alright, time to reenact him. Hey, look at me. I think strawberries are better.
Lucky just kind of like face plants and is like, "You're gonna get your ass kicked."
I mean, at least I can copy people. Who do we think is the better skill here? Lightning or turning into people whenever they want to?
Again, Lucky just kind of like shakes his head and is like, "No, just no."
Alright, time to do something. I don't know what Nick's gonna say, but I know he's gonna say something.
I'm wondering if at any point you're going to tell everybody about the giant bird that's outside.
Anyway, there's a giant bird outside that is outside in the rain. Outside. Did I forget to say outside?
Yeah, I think you did actually. Where's he at again?
You didn't say it all
Outside.
7 times.
Oh. Huh. I think the bird's outside.
And the bird's outside, yes. And I think.
And I kind of appreciate the Forrest Gump thing you're doing here, but do you not realize you have a foremind? Like, you are so smart.
Oh no, this is he has a speech impediment.
Okay. Sounded a little bit like Forrest Gump voice, is what I thought you were going for there.
Outside. I love my voice. Outside.
About this time, you guys hear some screaming from outside.
Ooh, the bird's outside.
Lucky just kind of like looks at Guy and is like, "So, we gonna go?"
No, we're going to go outside.
There's a quite a loud thump and then some more screaming.
Lucky just kind of gets up and is like, "Well, I guess we should go do something about this."
Yeah, let's go outside.
As soon as you step out the door,
outside.
so he didn't mention the lightning to you. He didn't need to. You can taste lightning magic in the air.
What you doing?
Tasting.
Mm.
Yeah. I mean, I can definitely taste lightning.
You are a magicator.
A lightning magicator?
Magicator.
You know, a guy, only you can give me such great definitions as lightning magicator.
Yes.
And this is why I appreciate you as a friend. Like I really see, like, without this, I think my days would be so boring.
I'm sorry.
And I'm just like completely ignoring this giant ass bird.
Well, I don't know if it changes your indication of ignoring it or not. It seems to currently be carrying a person, though.
Ah, fuck.
Yeah,
Nothing's changed. I'm still just talking with him, like.
It appears to be a guy in his young, maybe mid-20s or something. A wizard himself, it seems like. It seems like he is trying his best to strike this creature with some sort of claws that have come out of his hands, but he seems to be having very little effect at doing so. It just seems to be carrying him around and zapping him every once in a while.
Yeah, no, I'm just sitting there and I'm like, no fucks are given currently.
I see him. I stare at Lucky. I stare back at the dude. I stare at Lucky. I push him out the window. Lucky.
What? You guys are outside.
Yeah, I was like, where the fuck did this window come from?
And who are you trying to push out a window?
Me.
No, I push you out the door. And I say, look at that giant bird.
You guys are sitting outside watching this bird fly around with this guy and zap.
Yeah. So you have pushed me and said, look at the fucking bird.
Yes.
Okay. I see the bird. I don't know if I should care or not.
Well, it's whether or not.
Depends on whether your guild is the type of guild that typically takes responsibility for the town that they're in. Some do, some don't.
Yes. Anyway.
I mean,
I think you should go out there while I do something. Craft something. Sorry.
I mean, I could. It doesn't really seem cool enough, though.
I may craft something. I'll be right back.
I mean, there is a lot of other people who can take down that bird. Like, the guy's doing a pretty good job as he's flailing and, being zapped around.
Alright. Is it 4d6 or 5d6?
You just get kind of like thumped on the back of the head by something, like not hard enough to actually hurt, but hard enough to draw your attention.
Fuck.
And you turn around and there's a very thin tendril of metal reaching out from the guild hall, almost in the shape of a finger that just kind of pokes you, and then pokes you and pushes you a little bit that direction.
I just turn around and scream, "Fine!" and then turn my attention to the bird. Your crafting is a full keep too, by the way.
Wizard, it's a lightning bird. Do your job.
Is it a 4d6?
Yeah, it's 46 keep 2. Xavier's trying to craft something. I don't know what he's trying to craft.
I mean, you gotta tell me what you're trying to do, and I will tell you if you even have time for it right now. Crafting is usually something that takes a little while, not something you do, like, in a fight. You guys are kind of in a fight, I guess.
A guitar.
Or could be at any moment, if you choose to start a fight.
A guitar.
A guitar?
A guitar.
You do not have time to make a whole guitar right now. I am sorry.
Well, can I start making a guitar?
You're gonna do, huh?
Can I start making a guitar?
I mean, if you want to, yes, you can sit down in the rain and start trying to make a guitar. I suppose.
Wait, no, I'm inside.
No, you're not. You guys went outside.
I pushed him out the door.
Okay, so you're just gonna not be involved with this, got it?
Yes.
He got zapped once. I mean,
I already got in that problem.
You got zapped for 1 point of damage. Don't be a wuss.
I don't care. I freaking almost got chewed up if I didn't copy into that.
Alright. So I guess a guy is not coming out to help.
I mean, I will once I finish my guitar.
Building a guitar takes weeks, child.
Well, then I will start making it to a guitar.
Because you can start working on a guitar. Building instruments is not a quick thing. This is why I wanted to give you the ability to make magic stuff, so that like when you put the time in, it's actually worth it. But like you're not going to be able to craft things like in the middle of a fight. I'm sorry. It just unless
I'm
you're
not
magic.
in a fight.
What you picked. You could have taken control over wood or something, and then you could make a guitar right now. But
Alright, time to get my hammer out. I guess I'm getting involved in this. I walk out the door with my lucky hammer.
I was saying, as you pull out your stuff to do the same thing, the guild master just does the same thing to you that he did to Lucky, and just kind of thumps you. He says, "You're the one who brought this problem in here. Go help him take care of it."
I was planning to do that. Once I finish my guitar.
With the guitar stuff, he's like, "There's always time for that."
Is there?
Meanwhile,
What if there's a volcano erupting, huh? What
Yes,
if...
meanwhile, outside, what are you doing?
I cast, well, I basically just look at it, and to get its attention, I zap it. Just to be like, hey. And I'm just sitting there with my two staves out, which I need a name. Cause
It seems to not be currently paying much attention to you. It doesn't even really seem to be trying to kill the guy that it's fighting with right now. It almost seems to just be playing with him. It's like holding him in one claw and then like tossing him over to the other one and like zapping him just a little bit. Seems to be kind of an asshole bird.
So I'm going to do a bigger zap of lightning.
Alright.
Because fuck that bird. And if you choose to ignore me, fuck you.
Hit him.
wait.
I should clarify, with your type of elemental magic, you can, if you choose to, pseudo-fly. So it does require you to make a magic roll to lift yourself with your magic.
I can create it for you. Like rings or something. Like waistbands around your arm, the hands that collect electricity and fire them at the ground so you can lift up. I
cannot hear half of what you're saying. You were like talking while I was talking to Daniel, and then I just like got the back half of it, kind of. What are you trying to do?
Oh, I'm just saying, like, if he wants to fly, I would be the right guy to do it.
I mean, the guild master is poking you with his big metal finger, and he is saying, "If you don't want me to wrap you in in metal and set you out as a lightning rod, you better go help."
All right. A hammer seems to go out of the seems to open the door and walk out very proper. Wait, I have an idea.
You see what I described earlier, a bird flying around, kind of like carrying, seems like some other wizard who's not doing a very good job fighting it. And what is this?
This is my really big zap of lightning.
Yes.
It's a 15.
What is your total here?
15.
15. The bird seems to notice you for sure. And drops the guy that that it is holding. Thankfully, he only falls like maybe 15 feet and smacks onto a roof.
I
Hold up a hand to indicate that he's okay.
I rolled.
Sit closer. We cannot hear you when you're over there.
Listen, tell me what you want to do before you start rolling stuff. And also, we're in the middle of doing another thing at the moment. So 1 second. The bird seems to notice you intently. its feathers seem to crackle even more vibrantly with electricity. It's hard to tell whether that did anything or not.
Hmm. And
It didn't seem totally ineffectual, but it also doesn't seem like the bird's that bothered. It's hard to tell what the effectiveness was.
just to clarify, I can not consume lightning, but I can absorb it, right?
You can.
Okay.
In fact,
So you're basically immune.
this is even if you can't do that much damage to it, this is going to be an easy fight for you, honestly, because you are immune to lightning damage.
Yeah.
Except for from particular from very particular things.
Yeah. So I could theoretically, and correct me if I'm wrong, can I suck the lightning out of the damn thing?
If you get close enough, you could. Yes, you could try.
How far away is it?
It is flying in the air, maybe 30 or 40 feet above you guys at the moment. It's flying, like, swooping relatively low over these one-story buildings. The guild hall is the only building in this area that's more than one story. It's swooping relatively low over the city and just kind of seems to be toying with people. So now it appears to have locked its gaze on you.
So could I?
Abhishek, you still have your name listed as Abhishek, but a guy. What are you? I assume you're trying to turn into something here with that role. What are you attempting to turn it into?
A hammer.
You want to turn into a hammer?
Yes.
Okay, you're a hammer. You fall into the ground because you're a hammer. What kind of hammer? Like a war hammer, a smith's hammer?
My hammer.
Like a regular claw hammer?
My hammer.
Oh, your hammer. Okay. All right. I guess maybe he's trying to give you Thor's hammer here, because a guy runs out next to you, Lucky, and just poofs and turns into a hammer, which then drops on the ground.
I just kind of look and I'm like,
A voice comes into your head.
I just kind of pick it up, look at the bird, and chuck it.
A voice comes in your head. You are Thor. My bird.
You are Thor.
Just Odin.
You're going to chuck it at the bird?
Yes, I am very much going to chuck it at the bird.
Okay.
With
Roll
lightning?
your physical attack plus a guy's physical attack, I think, which, because he didn't take one, is just an extra 1d6.
He didn't take a physical attack? No, he didn't.
Nope. He relies on his transformations to give him physical attacks.
Ah, smart. So that's a
But-
4 keep 2, so it's
Plus
going to be a
1.
5 keep 3.
Yep.
Plus I get exploding.
Did you take exploding for your physical attack as well, or
I
just your
did.
magic?
It is. It's for my magic and my physical. So
Oh, nice. All right.
that is a 5 plus 6, which is an 11, plus a 3, which is a 13, plus the 2, which is a 15. 15.
Alright?
15. You know for a fact that this had less force behind it than your lightning. But as this hammer slams into this bird's face, it reels back and drops several feet, catching itself before it plummets to the street. It now seems actually injured.
Okay,
Hey.
I'm gonna turn back into me.
Okay. Before we get too much further, I'm going to get you guys to roll me initiative, which, unless you have a skill for acting first or going quickly, is just 1d6.
Could I convince you to use godlike communication as for like an intuitive knowledge?
Probably not here. Granny's calling me 1 second.
I got a 3.
Okay, thanks.
I got a 6.
Alright.
3.
You and the bird have tied for first, Lucky. Please re-roll.
See, that's not gonna work.
Roll your 6.
It's not gonna work when I have to do it twice. I rolled a 6.
Reroll. You know what? Fuck it. That's 4 6s in a row. I'm just gonna say player wins this time.
Hey!
So our order is going to be, now that we have properly entered initiative, I will let you turn back to your normal form, a guy. But for now, we're going to be going into the turns, and it is Lucky's turn. Remember, in combat for this, you have 2 actions, which can be used to use any of your skills or to move. And if you make the same action with both things, like if you make 2 attacks of the same type, add a third. Or if you move twice, add a third.
So, I'm going to try to, is it close enough to do the absorb?
You could run up to it with one of your actions. It is close enough to the ground that you have a chance to jump on it right now, basically, if you wanted to.
Alright, then I'm going to...
One of your actions to move.
Yeah, I'm going to use... I'm going to do that. I'm going to use one of my actions to run up to it, and the other to try and absorb the lightning out of this bitch.
Alright, roll your magic.
I can do that. Roll on Heavy Metal Thunder, which is a 5, keep 3. That's the wrong thing.
What color is your lightning, by the way? Many lightning wizards have their own distinct variation.
I'd like to say mine is like jet black.
Ooh.
It's fairly typical of a Godslayer, actually.
Yeah, I was just thinking because of my my origins there.
Yep, that works.
And I got an 11.
11. Magic is drained from this creature. You feel it enhancing and engorging. On your next lightning-based attack, add an extra roll 1, keep 1.
Hey, look at that.
And the creature's magic seems to have weakened, although you don't seem to have done any physical damage to it. It seems you have pulled a good portion of its magical energy from it.
Nice.
Which will bring us to the bird's turn. You are like right up by it, absorbing its lightning, literally eating it.
I'm gonna guess it doesn't like that.
It doesn't like that. And in fact, it is going to attempt to smash you away from it using its claws. Throw you off. Can I get you to make me a body roll opposed to your body defense of some kind?
Me?
No.
Lucky. He has grabbed this bird and it looks like he is eating the lightning directly out of this creature's magic. He appears to be sucking magic directly into his mouth.
I got a 9, and it looks like you that doesn't 2. Is that 2 for me?
He got an 11, so he does manage to push you back slightly, knocking you just barely a couple of feet away from him, but enough to not be grabbed.
Yeah, ignore the fact of these next 3 rolls from me. They are my hit points that I forgot to do.
Oh yeah, if you guys didn't do that yet, you should absolutely go ahead and do that now, because I totally forgot to have you do that. For your hit points, a guy, please roll whatever your base stat is. So for your mind hit points, roll 5d6. For your body, roll 4, so on. You know?
It's a good thing I can always count on me to roll absolute shit on all my body hit point rolls. It is
22.
And write it down on your sheet. That's your mind. That's here. I'll put it down for you here. Do your next one. Your body, and then your spirit as well. And because I forgot to have you guys actually do all your hit points.
13.
Yep. This is why you have to transform into things that are tougher than you.
It's because you're fucking weak. Your move's weak.
And not that your spirit HP was any better.
Yeah, no. None of my HP is good.
Alright, so yeah, it looks like a guy got pretty good mind and a pretty bad body and spirit, but that's fine. Remember that you can always, whenever you have time to practice and train, you can re-roll one of these and try and get higher by spending time training.
Okay.
You roll the same number of dice and everything, but you can try for a higher number.
Alright.
But that will be a later thing when you guys have time for training and such. But as for now, Guy, it is your turn. You were previously just a hammer, and now you are a normal person. Or
Alright,
a
so
normal wizard.
I have 2 actions, right?
Yep, 2 actions. Move, use one of your skills or your magic, or whatever.
Alright, so I'm gonna transform into the bird.
You're going to transform into the bird again?
Just the girl version. It's time
A
to
girl version?
It's time to do some cartoon stuff.
Oh, I see where this is going. Okay, I was really confused.
Yes, and this time, unlike last time, it looks like, oh wait, how many, you rolled d4s. Roll, actually, it looks like you rolled d4s for your last hit points, too. So roll 6d6 for your hit points again, because your hit points should be better than that. And then roll your attack also, or your transformation also with d6s, because you rolled d4s. Supposed to keep 4, not roll a d4. Alright, so there's your hit points. 23, that is significantly better than 13. Alright, now do your transformation.
Okay. 66?
Yep, and then you keep, oh well, is it 6? Yeah, it is 6 for your thing. You just didn't actually change it on your sheet here. I'm going to go ahead and fix your stuff here because you didn't increase any of your skills when you increased your stats. Alright. Why have you rolled a d6? Oh, that was because you got a 6. Gotcha, I can see. Alright. And then you roll a 6 again, and then a 6 again. Oh my god, keep going.
Fucking exploding, man. Fucking exploding.
Yep. Exploding dice are awesome. Alright, so I'm not even going to bother adding that up, just with the 6s and the 5 there. Like, that is more than enough. Unlike last time, you find the strength of lightning surging through you. You are able to fully assume command of the form of this bird, abilities and all.
I am a female! Alright. I'm going...
You didn't check. You still don't know whether or not this bird is actually female.
Let's swarm around the bird.
Alright. Then you're going to transform and then you're going to move. Unfortunately, that is your 2 actions, so you'll have to wait till next turn to do whatever silly stuff you're about to try. But that will bring us back to Lucky.
I am circling around the bird. Please don't shock me.
Okay. Alright.
He's circling around. He told me to not shock him, but it's kind of tempting because I don't know which bird's which.
I'm circling.
They do seem slightly distinct. It seems like one of them kind of has a feminine head crest, as if it's trying to look like a female.
I don't know. Seems pretty zappy to me.
They're almost exactly the same.
So, I'm still close, right?
Yes. It pushed you back, but it literally only succeeded enough to push you back 5 feet. So you're
Okay.
still pretty close to it.
So, I am What am I going to do? That's a grand question. I think we're going to attempt to, like, club this bird in the fucking face.
Which one?
So I guess I need to get just a little bit closer to club it.
Which one?
Just a little bit closer. Unless are your staves like full size staves, or
Yeah.
are they?
They are full size, steel tipped. Like.
Yeah. And then I will say you do have the reach to smack this bird.
Oh, all right.
You would like to make your full attack, get smacking.
All right.
Which one?
Not the one that is not you.
Okay.
The one that unless you accidentally got closer to me. I'm gonna.
And right now, there's one that is like standing on the ground by you, and another that is like flying and circling around. So.
Yeah.
I'm flying circling around this.
Yep.
The bird on the ground.
I got an 8, and then I'd roll again because I'm using my both turns for attack, right?
Yep. I mean, you get 3 attacks if you use both actions to attack.
Yeah, heck yeah. So we're just gonna slam it out with 4 rolls here.
Oh, you got exploded.
Oh, and I got it twice. So the first one is a keep 2, so that's 8. And then we need to roll 2 extra d6s. Alright, so let's go. So we have 8.
An 8 turns into or you got an 8, and then you've got a...
So we have 12 from here. Yeah, so from here, so that's a 10.
An 8, a 13, and
Fuck, did you get 13?
a 10, it looks like. And well, each of those is plus your staff thing, too, right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, fuck, forgot about that.
So 10, 15, 12.
Yeah. 27 plus 8.
It's not very adept at body defense, so let's see what happens. What was the total?
It's 37. Is the total.
Alright, his total defense is 13 plus his stuff. Yes. And you crack this bird across the face, cracking its beak a little bit. You see a sliver of a crack run down it. And it seems quite injured and very upset by this.
I mean, makes sense.
Once I get enough points, I'm going to add another.
That will bring us to the bird, who is going to take this opportunity to attempt to haul some ass.
Again,
the bird
fair.
is going to move twice away, moving up into the sky.
I'm still circling him.
I mean, it is your turn now, so if you would like to attempt to chase it, you can, or it seems like it's going to run away and leave the town. Your choice.
I'm going to chase it.
Alright. Going after it.
And
Alright.
then
You use one move to catch up with it. You've still got an action to make an attack or do whatever you would like.
I'm going to try to make out.
I don't feel like that's going to go very well.
I mean, I'm still I mean, what do I roll?
If you would like to attempt to seduce the bird, you don't have a skill for that, so 1d6.
He's gonna get a seduction skill now because you said that. I hope you know.
5.
A 5. The bird it seems to kind of look at you, but it keeps going. It doesn't seem to quite know what's going on. It thinks you might, or like, it seems to think that you might be running away with it.
Alright.
It doesn't seem inclined to attack you, but it's not stopping either. Lucky. There are now 2 birds. They're flying away.
I just walk back inside. Like, fight's done. Bird's leaving.
Yes, even the rain and the wind seems to be lessening to a more natural pace and a quantity of rain.
So I see my work is done, and I walk back inside and grab a beer.
All right. Of course, the guild drunk has to be the bartender. This is just how it has to be.
Yeah.
There's a woman behind the bar. Seems to be quite a bit older, gray hair-ish. They're still in good physical shape. That's sitting on the counter beside her as she serves drinks to other people is a mug at least like twice the size of one of those giant Circle K cups.
All right. That's quite impressive there. Quite a hefty drink.
Oh. But yes. She will, unless you request otherwise, pour you a normal size drink as you sit there.
Yeah, I just kind of take it.
Outside with a guy, how far are you going to follow this bird? It doesn't seem to show any indication of stopping. It seems to be flying towards one of the nearby mountains.
I'm gonna just continue following it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna just continue
Speak
following
up,
it.
Giles.
I'm gonna just continue following it.
You're just going to continue following it. All right. Eventually, if you just keep following it, it starts to get, eventually after a little while, a little bit tiring and draining, a little bit taxing on your magic. And please get you to roll me another transformation roll to maintain your form for this long flight.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's 2 explosions. You can go ahead and roll them if you want, but I will tell you that is already enough. Damn it! Other people are going.
Alright.
Yes, that is enough. You do manage to stay in bird form, though you feel your energy lessening a little bit. The bird eventually seems to come down to a rather large nest on the side of this mountain. But there seem to be 3 or 4 very, very large eggs, and it kind of settles into the nest. And it is at this point that it kind of looks at you, and without actually trying to hurt you, as you get closer, it kind of pecks at you, giving that impression of like, no, stay away from my eggs.
Alright.
You say you're leaving?
It's time I do some weird stuff. I peck at him.
You peck at the bird?
I peck at the bird.
It raises its feathers and attempts to zap you.
Oh yeah? Well, I zap him back.
It zaps you, dealing, I gotta look at bird stats here. For your zap roll, 4d6. This one is slightly weakened because Lucky ate a good bit of its magic.
Also, Xavier, you need to stay near the mic. You have a tendency. He has literally been like running around, and I was like, Xavier, you need to sit, and then he sat facing away from the mic. Very, very unhelpful.
What are you? The bird's lightning does not have explode, unfortunately. You don't get to add the extra ones.
What? But I have automatically.
You're using the bird's magic. You said you're zapping it.
Oh wait! I just remembered. I have a short little happy thing. So I get plus 2.
You do get a bonus from that, but yes. As you zap the bird, and it seems once again quite hurt by it. It just seems to kind of flap its feathers violently, and it will grab up its eggs and just start running away again.
I'll zap it one last time.
Just won't leave this poor father who just wants to protect his eggs alone.
Well, that's what it gets for entering our town.
I didn't say he wasn't an asshole.
Boom. Plus 2.
Alright. The bird takes the last zap. Several of its feathers seem to kind of smolder a little bit, but it flies away off somewhere else. You eventually losing track of it. You don't think it will be coming back to bother the town again.
Alright, let's go back to Lucky.
It's around this time that you feel like if you don't fly your way back to the guild, your magic might run out and you might end up walking.
Alright. Speed!
You head your way on back in. I feel like I shouldn't have to ask, but because it's you, I'm going to. When you get back to the guild, do you turn back to normal, or do you burst through the door as a giant bird?
I burst through the doors as a giant bird.
That's what I thought.
Enter
Lucky,
me,
birds come back for you.
who is thoroughly, thoroughly drunk at this point. My only reaction is to turn, mimic a finger gun, and just zap it.
Alright.
Time to,
I'm rolling for it.
Yeah, you might want to stay a bird until after you get zapped. The bird takes half lightning damage.
Yeah.
What do I do in defense?
It's okay. I'm drunk, and my roll was shit. But I did explode, so I have to roll one more. Yep, nope, it was not good. I rolled a 10, even with the explode.
So 5.
Yes, 5 points of damage. And actually, you can roll a d6 for the bird's defense against this as well. See if you can get a 5 or a 6 and completely negate it. You're probably gonna get a little zapped though.
4d6?
No, 1d6. The bird does not have good spirits. In fact, it doesn't have good any defense. Alright, so 2 points. So you end up taking 3 total points of lightning damage as you turn back to normal, I assume.
Yes. And then I'm just like covered in black, and then I just pat myself.
You what?
And then I pat myself.
No. Oh.
And then, and then let's do this again. Transforming time.
I'm seeing a trend here.
Yep. What are you transforming into?
Dan. Lucky.
Into Lucky?
Yeah.
Oh, you're just gonna mess with the drunk guy. I got it.
Yep.
Yes, that is partially successful at least. You managed to look like him. You don't feel like you've got full grasp over his powers with that role, but you look like.
One more time.
Lucky's just kind of staring, like he's just like trying to find the fucks to give.
I mean, this guy, he just turned into something that looks pretty much just like you. Only like slightly different. Like it's like you're looking in a mirror, like the hair goes the wrong way and everything. And then he kind of stands there and focuses again for a minute, and shimmering, and it goes to a more perfect image.
Again, I'm just fucking like looking, like, huh, neat.
So, what are you doing?
I'm trying again to transform into Lucky.
Yes, you have succeeded.
All right. Now let's zap him. Just a tiny bit.
You actually, having mimicked him and having seen his powers enough times, you would know that lightning does nothing to Lucky. And now that you are temporarily Lucky, lightning does nothing to you right now either.
Then let's zap his drink.
Now Xavier.
You,
46.
I already know how this is going to play out. Like, I mean, you know your powers. He has access to them, but doesn't know how they work.
Okay, all right.
So 5d6.
Yeah. It's the rules of 5d6. You keep 3.
And explode.
Yeah, and explode. Oh, this is about to go great.
All right.
All right. So, yeah, that's a lot.
I see that.
Let's see, 6, 6, 5, 5, 22, 27 total, it looks like. Yes, your drink crackles with energy. You pick it up and take a sip. Heal 10 points of body or spirit damage.
Yeah, so if I'm at full, how does that go?
If it's at full, same effect as before. Your next lightning attack is increased by a d6.
Nice. So now I'm up 2d6s.
Yes. If you haven't used a lightning attack yet, it will dissipate after a couple hours if you don't find a reason to use it. But for now, yeah.
All right.
Just
By the
for your
way,
first.
I so thought the drink was going to explode, and I had so much. I was just.
Yeah. It tastes like lightning magic. It's delicious.
Fuck
It's
yeah.
really weird though, because you typically wouldn't be able to eat your own lightning. This is like eating your own lightning, but different. It's weird.
Nice.
Alright, so, did he finish the drink?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
He doesn't seem even a little bit bothered by this.
Alright. Let's,
Did you miss the bit where he ate a whole bunch of lightning magic outside?
Run up to Daniel and then pelvis thrust. And let's absorb his electricity. Yes.
A large metal hand once again comes out of nowhere and just thumps you on the head. And the guildmaster kind of calls across all, if you've got that much free time, take a job. We've got like 30 on the board.
I asked for another
Okay,
drink.
let me just get some. Let me just make him feel weird.
I will tell you, Lucky is way too drunk to feel weird right now.
Especially as another drink is set down in front of you. They don't seem to have any clause or indication against drinking until you either start a bar fight or pass out.
Yeah.
Alright,
You keep
so,
messing with Lucky,
it's
which is just going to turn into an actual fight.
Is it a 4d6 or?
What are you doing?
I'm pelting thrusting.
You're pelvic thrusting me. I don't even
Are
know
you
what to do
continuing
with
to
that.
After a large metal fist thumps you on the head.
I guess he is.
And I'm just gonna stop right next to him and then absorb his energy, and then do a moonwalk away.
Make me a transformation roll to see if you can do this correctly. This is a very difficult ability to copy.
Did I do it?
How many do you keep on that?
I think like
4, I think, right?
4 plus 2.
Yeah, 4, and then you get +2. Okay, so it's 10, 15, 17. You kind of managed to do it. It's a little bit tingly in your mouth, though. It doesn't feel good. You feel like you are just on the edge of burning your tongue here. You don't know how he does this all the time.
I just gotta get used to it.
What does this feel like for me?
For you, it feels like just the ever so smallest sliver of your energy is coming off.
Do I get a...
The way you could equate it to would be akin to along the lines of when you first learned to use this ability from your master.
Xavier. I pick up the empty mug, if it's still laying in front of me, and just smack him upside the head with it.
I turn into a cup.
Alright.
I turn into a cup.
Roll anything you would like, up to and including your physical attack.
4 keep 2, gotcha!
But do you know what I'll turn into?
Well, just wait 1 second.
Currently, right now, he's got your body defense and your reflexes, so...
Yeah, I mean...
But if I turn into a hammer, I
that...
would take damage, would I?
You keep the exploding roll on top of what you would normally keep, right? Or is it still stuck at a keep 3?
The 6 is a free keep.
The 6 is a free keep, so that is 12. That's 18.
Alright. Yes, and like I said, what is your body defense and your reflexes?
My reflexes is 6, and my body defense, I can roll for it. It's another 4 keep 2.
Woohoo!
So after reflexes, 12 points of damage is coming through to your noggin, a guy.
Alright.
And then he's going to go ahead and roll the body defense because right now you're copying him, so...
So how much?
And that's an 11 for the body defense.
Alright, you thump him upside the head. It doesn't seem like it did any real damage, though. I mean, you are thumping your own thick skull right now.
Yeah. Fair.
Wait, can I make an electrical guitar?
It is still 1 point of damage that gets through there. You take 1 point of body damage, a guy, as you get thumped on the head with a cup.
Oh yeah?
So yeah, now you're at...
slap him.
It's at this point, I get up and yell bar fight.
The old woman across the table, or across the bar, slams down her mug. That's what I've been waiting for, and then she backs you in the face.
Yes. Alright, let me...
Just complete pandemonium. Nobody needs to actually roll anything. The whole guild just breaks out. Everybody is just punching whoever the closest person is. There's some magic going around, though it seems like people are not using the full power of the magic, so they don't light the guild hall on fire or blow it up. It is mostly a fist fight.
Nice.
Total chaos.
Here, one sec. Dad's calling. I'll be right back.
I'm gonna just turn around and walk out the door to my sinkhole.
A guy's goals have been completed.
What?
I said a guy's goals have been completed.
Yes. I'm gonna walk over to my sinkhole.
It's still got a good bit of water in it. But in your
I'll drink
memory
it.
from today, you do have the memory of your friend, the water wizard. If you feel like if you turned into him, you could probably clear your hole out.
I'll drink it.
He's not the same kind of, he's not a slave, like whatchamacallit, like Lucky is. He doesn't suck up water that way necessarily. He controls it more like a waterbender.
No, I know. I just go over to it and put it in a cup and I start drinking it.
Okay,
And then I do it again and again and again.
that one yet.
Okay, I mean it's fairly clean, clear rainwater. But there's way too much of it for you to drink all of it. It's not bad water though.
Alright. Time to make a god cup.
Time to make what?
I'm gonna use the resources from my sinkhole here, and I'm gonna make a bigger cup. Like
A
that.
bigger cup.
A bigger cup.
All right. It's a relatively simple prospect for crafting. Go ahead and roll me a crafting. Do you want to do anything in particular with this cup? Anything weird or just a big cup?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm gonna make it into a shape of a bird.
A cup in the shape of a bird. A trophy for today's events. Go ahead, roll. Or it looks like you already did you? Yeah.
5 feet 2 equals crafting.
Oh,
And then go down
good.
here, plus 2. Okay.
yeah, you didn't. I was checking to see if you had already rolled, but it looks like not yet.
Roll 5d5. Wait, no. 5d7.
No, that's D7s. You need D6s.
No, it says it's a plus 2.
No, you add your plus after your roll. Like it's always D6s for the dice. 6-sided dice, like the ones you use in Monopoly.
Okay.
And what is your? It's 5, keep 2, right? I thought. Or here, let me double check. Yeah, 5, keep 2. All right, so you got 2 6s. So 12 plus 2 is 14. That is the max you could get right now, basically. Yes, it is a very nice, well-carved, well-crafted cup in the shape of the roughly of the Thunderbird, with its wings wrapping around, making the sides of the cup, and it is much larger than your previous one.
All right, now time to drink the water.
And your stomach will still not hold enough to drink a sinkhole full of water,
Fine,
but you can get working.
Fine. All right. I'll save this
is
cup
anime.
for later.
I say this is anime, so if you work on it long enough, it can probably be done.
A infinite. Wait, no, never mind. Then I'm going to turn into the guy. The
Water guy?
the water dude.
Oh, okay. You got an explode.
1 second, it's not loading. All right.
Yep. And once again, you succeed on turning into him. His water control power is a 4 keep 3 for your reference, but that is plenty enough to clear the water out of your sinkhole And if you would like to, even create kind of by using the water to cut through the stone and the dirt, create a little channel so that water will flow away and not fill it up next time.
All right. 4D what?
4d6, always d6, and then keep 3.
Does he have an explode?
He does not, but or he does, but you didn't roll any 6s, so it looks like you've got 11 there. So yes, that is more than enough. You can kind of push all the water out of here and cut a little channel so that water will go out the outside next time instead of filling up your whole house.
Alright. I have enough, I think. Alright. Then. Also, wait, and when I do this, I'll also make a little cave for me to get ores from.
What'd you say?
I'll also get ores. I make a little like hole. So
I mean, there's not too much to be found here. It's not a mine or anything. It's mostly some rock and stuff that's here. If you wanted to, carve something out of rock, this would be a good place for it. If you want metals and stuff, sounds like it's time for a quest.
All right. Onward. All right. Can we just sleep for?
Would you like to go inside the guild hall and see if any of the quests or any of the requests on the board are in mines or anything like that?
Yeah.
We should probably wait until Daniel is back.
I've been chilling here.
Okay. Yes, it seems like our good friend Guy is standing at the kind of mission board.
I just walk up and I'm like, "How's it going?" I'm still thoroughly drunk, unless a day has passed.
And it's been a couple hours at this point.
I'm still thoroughly drunk then.
Drinking,
Yeah, I was like, I'm still thoroughly drunk. So I just kind of like stumble up, and I'm like...
I meant to sleep before I go to the board. Because if I go back there, there's probably still going to be a bar fight or something. So I'm going to just stay in the sinkhole sleeping.
Wait, I missed something. What's going on?
I'm going to be sleeping.
Okay, so you're going to wait until tomorrow to go look for this job instead?
Yeah.
Okay. Probably the better idea. Both of you guys can get a full rest, heal yourselves up. You feel thoroughly refreshed.
All right.
Magic restored. Unfortunately for you, Lucky, the extra charges that you ate yesterday are gone. But
yeah, fucking dick.
But before I go there, I'd like to make. I would like to start making these little bracelets for Lucky.
You're making what?
He wants to make me bracelets?
Yeah, okay.
I don't know. I don't know what the bracelets are.
They will suck up your lightning and fire them at the ground.
I mean,
I
feel like I don't need that.
And even if you did want to start working on some kind of like magic enhancing device or lightning enhancing device, you could start working on it. But that's another thing that would take a little while for you to finish.
Yeah, that's what I'm going to be doing. I'm just going to be there before I go over. I'm going to just make like a thing that will fire lightning at the ground so that Lucky can fly.
Lucky can already kind of do that.
Well, it will make it so he can fly more.
I mean, I was about to say, if you wanted to, well, as I said, it's really up to Daniel whether it's something that Lucky would want. But I would allow you to start working on something that would give you a bonus specifically to attempting to fly with your power, you know?
Yeah, like, I feel like I don't need it, but if you want to, go for it.
I am going to tell you, write down basically who you have memorized as transformation forms. I mean, as far as doing, basic stuff like, just changing your appearance or um, looking like an object or whatever, you can do that just fine. But as far as people with magic abilities, including the bird, the monster, I'm going to say for now, you can only remember 3 forms at once. So right now you have Lucky, the water wizard, whose name I still haven't decided yet, and the bird. And if you want to change into another person with magic powers, you will have to get rid of one of those until you see that person again. Or that creature. And you might be able to learn more as you get higher levels and everything, but 3 for right now. And basically right now, because of this first adventure, you can start out with Lucky, the water wizard, and this giant bird. The Thunderbird. I'm sure you guys figured out it fucking is,
Yeah.
But just put that on your character sheet somewhere, like remembered forms or something, In fact, I'll do it.
No, I got it.
Oh, let me give this guy a name real quick. The guy the water wizard who stormed off in conquests or in search of strawberries is called Talavar.
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 Just do like a random name generator.
That is exactly what I did.
Nice.
Wait, I have one more I can memorize.
If you can have 3, that's me, the bird, and Talavar.
I mean, you can have 3 memorized at a time right now. Those are the 3 that you used in this. If you wanted to memorize one of the other guild members or someone else that you saw today instead of one of those 3, I would be fine with that. But you can only remember 3 forms right now.
What?
You have the water guy.
I know. I can just transform into water if I wanted to. Okay. And then.
If there's somebody else that you.
I'm gonna forget about the lightning bird.
Alright, you're gonna forget about the bird, and who else are you going to commit to memory?
The metal dude.
The Guild Master, alright.
The Guild Master? Alright. Not a horrible idea.
Alright. Now I can transform into him whenever I want to. Alright. Turn myself into a normal bird.
You're gonna what?
Transform myself into a normal bird.
Into a bird, just a normal bird?
Yeah. A pigeon.
Yep. I mean, what are you planning on doing,
I'm gonna fly out into the quilt building.
Just to fly over to the guild building, the guild hall?
Is that enough even without the explode?
Yeah, you are fine for turning into, like, normal creatures and stuff like that, like an eagle or something. Like, you're fine. You roll and keep enough dice, you're almost always gonna get it, so I'm not gonna worry about it too much,
Alright, right, to the quilt.
Just so you know, what you need to hit for a normal, non-magical animal or something like that is just 10. With a 6, keep 4, +2, you're going to get it, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, there is always a chance.
There is
you
always
won't.
a chance, yes. But I'm just letting you know, for a normal animal, what you need to get is a 10, so that you don't have to ask me every time whether you got it. You can just add it up, you know?
Yep. Okay.
Yeah, and you're gonna come over to the guild hall when everybody is hopefully not drunk and bar fighting anymore.
Yeah.
I mean, what can you do?
There seems to be a new debate going on with completely different guild members today. This time, they seem to be talking about whether butter or oil is best for cooking a steak, and they once again seem to be shouting quite loudly at each other.
So butter or
There seem to be a lot of food-based arguments that happen in this guild.
I'm just saying, butter.
I'm
a
in the butter camp too.
a pigeon just flies through your doors.
Yes.
Yeah, and yes, I mean a pigeon. He does not turn. A guy does not turn normal. He is still a pigeon.
I feel like at this point the whole guild is used to just large birds bursting through the door.
Are we clarifying a pigeon is a large bird?
No, did he say pigeon? He said he was a large bird before, so I was imagining like an eagle or like a large owl or something. He's a pigeon. Then you just kind of smack against the door, like push it open slowly, and then flop inside and turn back to normal.
Sit.
And then I go over to the board.
It goes over to the board.
Yep, there seems to be and in the indication or the things that you're the types of things you're looking for is basically just anything that's like in or around a mine where you can like snatch some ore, right?
Yeah.
So
So I'm gonna bring my lucky pickaxe.
yeah, a couple possibilities then. There is a copper mine that seems to be infested and overtaken by bandits, as well as a job that is actually just mining. That says specifically "Earth Wizards Wanted" for pulling out large amounts of ore from this one particular place. And then there is the highest paying reward one. Is to clear a mine of some sort of monster. Nobody can give a very clear, or the description on the page just describes it as a gigantic poison spewing beast. And also notes that almost everyone who has seen it has died, coughing up blood days later.
Alright, let's go.
I assume you're interested in the dangerous one.
Yes.
In that case,
A guy
I don't know for sure, but I like to imagine that you kind of had your eye on this poster. A dangerous unknown monster that nobody can even describe clearly. That's exciting.
I will say it will be cool enough.
I will go to Lucky and say, "Hey, you want to join me?"
Lucky,
As
who
a
is
pigeon.
still drunk.
As a pigeon.
Lucky, who is still drunk, will just look and say, "Yes, yes, I will."
Okay.
All right.
First things first, I asked the quilt master if I can see a person with an earth skill.
Well, those were two different jobs. The monster and the one that wanted an earth wizard were two different jobs.
I know. But if you're going into a mine.
Oh, fair. He will just kind of look around, and he'll say, "I'm sure that Dabu was here around here somewhere. I'm sure if you asked him, he would go with you." You would both be aware that Dabu is in fact a Earth manipulation wizard.
All right. I asked him. I also memorized him.
The reward listed on this document, by the way, is 30,000. Which, just to give you guys a reference for the money scale, it's relatively related to Japanese yen, but 30,000 is about like half a month's rent in most places. It's a pretty good pay.
Yeah.
But if you're splitting it 3 ways, it'll be 10,000, which is still a pretty good paycheck.
Yeah.
All right. Who's the guy's name?
His name is Duba. Duba.
All right. I memorized him.
I mean, right now he doesn't seem to be in the guild hall right now. The guildmaster says that he thought he was around here. He will say, maybe he went down to town for something. You might be able to find him down there.
I say come here, Lucky.
Lucky stumbles his way drunkenly.
Are you drunk again? Or
Yeah.
still?
Yeah, no, I am drunk again. This was like a wake up in the morning and just fucking go at it.
I smack him with my wings.
Oh, it ain't helping.
I smack him many times with my wing.
I'm about 2 drinks from alcohol poisoning.
What's lightning?
If you really want to cheer him up, what you do is turn into him and zap him so he can absorb it. Pep him up a little bit.
What's lightning's weakness?
I mean,
Metal?
it depends on in what situation you're talking about. Typically, the opposite of lightning, most people would say, is earth, because lightning doesn't pass through earth. But when there's all these weird different types of magic involved, that doesn't mean all that much. It depends on what the particular magic is and how it works.
I'm gonna transform into Lucky.
Lucky has a very interesting weakness, which is about to come up here. Could I get you guys to roll me some kind of social skill or something to take a look around and see if you can find Duke?
How did we get into town?
The guild hall is in town.
All right.
So
Okay.
for now, you guys are walking. Though it is noted the mine that you are about to go to is going to take several hours to get to by horse or carriage, they say. Probably most of a day to walk there. So the question is going to come up, how are you guys going to get there?
Can Lucky control the weather? Can he, make a lightning
no.
storm happen?
Yeah, that's a him question. I don't know if I can do that.
You might one day be able to learn to do that. As of now, no.
Okay.
Can we say it rains?
I mean, you can ask if it's raining. I don't know
Is
if
it
we can.
raining?
It's still lightly drizzling, just like it was yesterday. It doesn't seem to be raining heavily like it was when the Thunderbird was near.
All right.
It's raining a little bit, though. Why?
Draw my 5, keep going.
All right. All right. Let's roll to. I
rolled a 4.
I roll for to turn into Taluba.
Who?
The Earth guy.
You,
I believe he's trying to hit me again.
No.
You haven't seen him yet. You have to find him before you can re-memorize him.
I'm transforming into the water guy.
Oh, I thought his name was like Tavar.
Which one? The water guy?
Yeah.
Yeah, Televar. Duba is the earth guy. But yeah, you would like to turn into the water guy here in the rain? Okay. I mean, you can do so.
I already rolled. I already rolled 18.
Yeah, I see that. Like, you're able to do so. You're able to turn into him.
Woohoo!
I don't know what that is, though.
Alright, I go. Do I have enough water to create like a wave to carry us on?
I mean, if you wanted to, yeah, you could like raise the water up beneath us, beneath you guys. Your feet and bottoms of your pants will probably get wet, but other than that, yes, you can. And if you were wondering, this does not trigger your downside here. Lucky.
All right.
So it's 4 keep 3 for him?
Yep.
So
He gets a +2 when it is raining,
So, okay.
which it is then.
13 plus 4, 17 plus 2, 19. 19!
That's pretty good, yeah. Yes, you are able to quickly carry yourself and Lucky, if he allows it as well, down to town. What did you say previously that you rolled to look around for this guy?
I rolled a 4.
I forgot to do it once.
No one seems to have seen him as you wander around, so it takes a little while, but you do eventually spot him, just sitting at a restaurant, just eating lunch.
Oh, well, both of ours combined equals 10, so.
But did you not roll any of your actual skills for that? I don't even know what you would use.
My skill? I rolled my. It's a 5 keep 1.
Oh, and you still only got a 4.
Yeah.
Wait,
Damn.
does,
Yes.
does tell
You guys
Wait.
eventually spot him just kind of sitting in a booth by himself eating lunch.
Nice.
Wait, does Talavar has his own social thing?
What do you mean?
Like Talavar.
Does he have what? I didn't hear what you said. Sorry.
Does he have his own social thing?
You keep cutting off at the very last thing. His own
Social.
white black.
Like, does he have his own social skill?
Um,
But I mean, we already found him.
this is true. Actually, he does. His is a 3 keep 2.
So we'll definitely find him.
We already
No, yeah,
found him.
you do find it. You already found it.
We asked Duba if he'd like to go with us.
His primary mode of being social is intimidating people by being huge and buff.
Oh, I thought we were gonna be like that dude from Avatar, like, that hurt my feelings.
He's an interesting guy. But yes, you do eventually spot him. He's just kind of sitting underneath like an outdoor umbrella, like at a table, eating some food.
I walk up to him.
You're going to continue being Televest, or are you going to or
No,
Televar, or are you going
no.
to
I'm gonna change into a Wobba Fett.
you don't know what that is.
Good try, though.
Good try. I'm just wondering if
I'm gonna turn into a talking beetle. Let's go.
okay, why not? As you guys walk up, he just kind of looks at you weirdly as you transform, and he says, "Oh, I didn't realize that was you, guy. Well, what are you guys doing out here?"
Me, still very, very drunk, starts vomiting.
Damn it. Uh,
8.
he just kind of looks surprised for a second. This is, you shouldn't start so early in the morning, especially if you're going to be wandering around town.
In my defense, we were not gonna be wandering around the town until he brought me here. And I just kind of like wave in a general direction of a guy.
Yeah. And he just kind of looks at you and waits for you to explain why you're looking for him.
I am a beetle. You have to be looking for me to find me.
I mean, he saw you transform. You did it right there in front of him.
No, I know. I'm talking to Dan. I am a beetle. You have to be looking around to find me.
Drunkenness could not care.
You just wave in the general direction of like where he was a minute ago.
Yeah.
Anyway. I'm gonna say like, oh, in a very squeaky voice because I'm a beetle. We're going to a cave with this really bad monster that people after they saw it would die.
Oh, you grabbed the gold mines quest. I was going to get that one. Don't tell me you want me to come along.
Yes.
Perfect. And he seems to pick up the plate of food in front of him and just kind of open a bag at his side and just like dump the remaining like part of a steak and like several biscuits and things into his bag before setting a small amount of money on the table and starting to walk off. He will say, quickly then, if we want to get a carriage, we should get there soon.
But I'm gonna turn into a cheetah.
Alright, go for it. You just zip past him and take off, leaving drunk and confused Lucky. He is not taking off with anywhere near that much speed.
Wait, but before I do this, I just smack him with the hammer.
Who?
Lucky.
Why?
Hopefully he snaps out of it.
And that's not how being drunk works.
I mean, it's worth a shot.
It's not though.
Take that damage.
You gotta stop attacking your friends.
He's drunk. He won't remember it.
Roll 1d6 because you have no physical attack.
I am a beetle.
He tries to thump you, but even in your drunken state, your reflexes just cause you to sway out of the way at the exact moment.
All right.
I turn into a cheetah.
It looks like Duba is waiting for you to follow, and he seems to be heading towards where the town carriage rental normally seems to be.
Boom. No. Let's turn. Wait, I have an idea. Let's turn into a bigger form of a cheetah, like a horse cheetah, so that
You would need to be something like that to turn into it, because that's not a normal animal.
Okay, where can we find one?
I don't think we're going to find one near.
You're already on one quest. If you want to find horse-sized big cats, that's a whole nother quest. You can worry about that later.
Alright. Then I turn into a horse, and I say, hop on.
I just kind of slump over. Like, I'm kind of like bent over the horse. Not really actually on the horse, just kind of there.
Just anime style, just like slung over the back.
Yeah.
As the horse begins to move, you begin to feel even sicker.
Oh yeah. And I knew that was coming.
But yes,
think-
eventually, you guys do make it there. How
back
hard
to
are you
normal.
trying not to throw up on a guy?
I am just kind of throwing up off the side of the horse. Oh, I guess the horse is a guy, isn't it?
Yeah.
I'm like projectile vomiting off this horse.
Okay.
I turn back
Gross.
into a guy and make a new fling.
I'm still projectile vomiting. Like,
You just flops over the ground. You feel slightly better now, but not much.
yeah.
Well, you're being flung, so I mean, better not hit a tree or fall into the mine.
Can I get actually each of you please to roll me 2 D100s real quick?
Both of us 2D100s.
Yep, each of you do 2.
I got a 169. Nice. And he got an 84.
Your total there, that's how much money you have right now.
Ha! What? You just mad because I have more money than you?
Rich?
Go over there.
No.
You're both broke.
Shh.
Wait, what? We're both rich?
We're both broke. That's what he said.
Well, you say rich because I have 84.
You know, and the reward for this job you're about to do is going to be 10,000 each.
Yeah.
What? Last time you said 3,000. I mean 30.
Well, yeah, but we're
30 in total, and you're splitting it between 3 members. You, Lucky, and Duba, who you decided to bring along. But, yes. Please stop doing that.
Really?
says the guy who is perpetually kicking me.
The guy tells you that the carriage rentals will be 100 jewel a day as long as you feed the horses.
Oh.
I gotta sink in your anime level of brokenness here.
I keep on forgetting this is anime.
This is very much so based on an anime.
Which means
And we are very much so broke.
Yeah. I mean, it's a good thing you recently paid your rental dues for the guild room, which technically you don't actually have to do as a founding member, but the guild master still kind of like gives you that look when you don't.
Just saying. I helped make this bitch.
And he pays it every month.
Yeah.
Hey, I live in a sinkhole, so
Yes, you don't have rent to worry about necessarily, but you still do got to buy food and everything at least, which is pretty cheap at the guild.
No,
but
I whack people with my hammer. I don't need food to buy. I whack.
you can't just go around stealing things from everyone.
No,
Keep in mind, you are not the only wizards around.
No, I go up the sinkhole and I start whacking animals and get food from them.
So you primarily eat monsters on quests that you take. Got it.
Yeah.
Good to know.
I crack their skulls, which makes them fall down, and then I smack their head off.
So rude.
Yeah, I mean that is pretty
Hey, it's
fucking
a
rude.
hunter tactic. I mean,
Yeah.
if you had like $84, I mean months,
84 months.
84 months, and you went over to
Yeah, so you have 84 months, or as they're called in this world, jewel.
If you have 84 jewels, and they're the most precious jewels because you only have 84 of them, would you go around whacking animals?
They're not actually jewels; they're coins.
I
They're
know.
just called a jewel because it's complicated like that. And listen, right now the guy is telling you that to rent this carriage for the day will be 100.
You pay it.
Duba kind of pulls
Wait.
out his story. It's like,
Whoa.
you
We
guys are as
aren't
broke as I
using-
am too, huh, then?
We were riding on me.
If you would like to attempt to carry them all the way there,
I was
you
I
could,
was only
but
carrying
it is several hours away.
I was only carrying Dan, but because Duba I just met him, so and
If you guys would like to travel by way of your magic, all three of you have a form of magic, at least some way, that would help you cover this distance just as fast as a carriage would. If you would like to take that route and save the money.
I am a cheetah.
The one thing I will tell you is cheetahs are fast. They don't run for very long, though. You're better off being a horse or something for something like this.
No, they can run long.
No, they can't.
Cheetahs have very, very bad stamina. They run very fast, and then they stop, and then they don't run again for, like, a while.
All right, that's me. I'm still gonna be one.
Horse is your best play here, probably.
But here's the thing. I'll get further than them. So,
Well, that depends. I mean, I say, Lucky, you could use your magic to, as a pseudo-fly, propel yourself. And Duba, as you guys start moving, will kind of start moving his hands in a strange way and shifting the earth beneath him to where he's kind of just kind of riding on a rock that is kind of like sliding through the
so
ground.
he becomes tough, basically.
He's doing the earthbender thing.
Yeah, that's what Toph does.
Yeah. He's doing the Toph thing, exactly.
Alright, are we there yet?
I'm gonna get each of you to make me a roll for your thing. If you're going to be a horse, then you're fine. You don't need to actually use magic for that, other than to turn into the horse. But could I get a Lucky, and I will roll one for Duba to make me a magic roll for endurance here.
Work! What? Sorry, stuff is being weird.
What do you mean? Is it not working?
No, life isn't working.
I see.
My phone was being crappy there.
I see.
I hear like weird whispering. What is going on?
That's me. I'm sorry, I haven't rolled. I just figured out that I basically made one of the structures in the Sky City one row too big, and it doesn't work.
Wait, I meant Duba, right?
He rolled.
I will transform into Duba instead.
If you would like to. I mean, as I say, what he's doing is harder than just running as a horse, though.
I mean, I'll try it.
Alright, I mean, what was your transform roll?
Well, I got 3 sixes, and can I save them for this roll?
What?
I will count the same roll. Go ahead and roll your explodes there. That is a bunch of 6s.
By the way, I have a total of 27.
Alright, so then you are thoroughly able to keep up. And you're probably much happier this way than in a carriage.
Yeah.
Yes. A guy transforming into Duba and copying his magic. Which of your previous ones are you forgetting for now?
The water dude.
Okay.
I would say it'd be smartest to forget me since I.
Now, if you forget Lucky, he's always just right here, so you can get it back if you.
Oh
need
yeah, Lucky.
All right.
I don't know you anymore.
Yeah, you're welcome.
Wow. Lucky. And anyway, I'm gonna put the 6s into my role with doing the Earth thing.
You don't get to save him for a roll later. You still got to roll his magic, which is 4Q3.
Does he have everything explode?
He does have explode. Most of the people have explode on their main magic thing.
Okay.
So it looks like you've got a 12 there, which is not too bad. You are able to mostly keep up with him and kind of watch what he's doing and learn some tricks about his own magic from him. Lucky, you were worried that he was the one who wouldn't keep up. Seems to be the one that, if you would so wish, could fly circles around the rest of you guys.
All right.
Oh, I didn't think about that.
Let's do a roll so I
It is vaguely tiring keeping this up for the course of a couple hours, but all of you guys manage. Why are you rolling more stuff?
to go faster.
You don't know. You go ever so slightly faster. You're not beating Lucky's 27 now. I'm sorry. It's you literally can't roll high enough to beat him.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, pretty sure.
12. I got a 12 plus 4, which is 16.
Which is still not higher than a 27.
But even if that, I can still.
You're not winning the race against the lightning-propelled Rocket Man.
I can still add it up to my original.
No, you can't.
If I go faster, I mean.
You still have to keep doing what you were doing originally. It's not just like you get to keep doing it to add on. Sorry. It doesn't work that way, or you could just keep rolling forever until you have a 95. Yes, you guys eventually arrive at the town indicated on the poster where this mine resides, a gold mine. That seems to have been infested by some sort of monster. The flyer itself seems to indicate that the mayor of this town is the one that posted the request.
Well, I walk into that cave and I say, I'm getting the ores before I fight this dude.
You're just not going to go into the town. You want to go straight to the cave.
Yeah.
Straight to the mine. Okay. All right.
I need the ores to make what I want to do.
It is mostly gold and a little bit of iron that is mined in this mine.
I can use the coal for my smeltery.
But what about you, Lucky? Are you following him?
No, I'm gonna actually go into the town and figure out what the hell's going on. Give him some time.
Okay. A guy, as you begin to enter the cave alone, a big giant warning sign flashes up in front of you. Warning, you will die if you go in here without your party. Do not be a dog.
I mean, could I like make it so that I could make all of the ores in the cave come to me?
If you are still transformed into Duba, you could, by feeling the walls, you could try and pull some ores out towards you. but
Yeah, I'm still Duba.
they're just from the entrance of this mine, you can see it goes down very deep and very quickly is kind of it descends into a roiling mist, an almost golden mist. It does not seem like a good thing to touch. Let's see.
13.
All right. This is not horrible. Yes, you managed to just from the entrance of the mine, without getting into any of the nastiness, reach into the walls and kind of shift some large chunks of stone ore towards yourselves, coming out with a rather large rock that seems to be run through with veins of gold, which drops out of the wall into your hands.
Yay.
Only one, though. There doesn't seem to be too much gold to collect this close to the surface.
Alright, let's go a little deeper.
As you step into the golden mist, may I please get you to make me a body saving throw?
Which is?
Whatever you, or a body defense, whatever you have for that.
Is somebody gonna attack me?
As you breathe this substance, it seems to burn your throat, your lungs, your mouth, your nose, your eyes, everything exposed to it.
Can you pull me up the character sheet for me?
Oh! Wait, are you using... Did you switch back? I don't have your character sheet open anymore. I apologize.
Okay.
I do. It's... Your body defense is 42.
Please.
Nope. That's not a D. 46. Yep. Looks like you get a 9 plus your fortitude,
And reflexes.
which is a total of 17. You will take 6 more points of body damage. Or, well, I guess the first 6 points of body damage today. As your lungs and mouth and throat and eyes and everything burn. You feel like you would very much so benefit from having some sort of gas mask or something.
Alright.
Back in town. Lucky, you eventually go and find the mayor, correct?
Yeah.
Upon showing him the flyer, he looks to you and Duba, the two that are here, and says, "Oh, I'm so glad that somebody has finally come to fulfill our request. The mines have been far too dangerous to go down in recently. The only way that we can even go near the surface safely is with gas masks."
Well?
I go, okay. I'm gonna be heading into the town.
Alright, you're a little bit behind here,
Still
so
being-
real quick, first, what you got, Lucky? What were you going to say?
So, Lucky just kind of looks and thinks, and, like, in this drunken state of mind was like, so, just say that...
It has been about 2 hours now. So
Oh,
you should be
okay.
slightly less drunk.
Okay. I'll stop talking like that then. I'm just gonna be like, so, just a thought. Let's say that one of our friends just decided on a whim to go down there. How would that go for him?
His eyes kind of widen. Says, well, unless he's careful and backs out real soon, I suspect he'd get the gold lung like most of our workers have.
So, he just kind of sits back and like.
You just kind of sit back and wait for a minute, and eventually a guy wanders up into town, coughing, and just like looking around for you guys.
Just like, oh, thank God, he ain't dead. Like I know I'd be the one getting chewed out. Like I'm not necessarily concerned about a guy. I'm just like, ah, shit. I'm not gonna hear the end of this.
The mayor though will say, feel free to use our mining supplies. We haven't been able to go down there anyway, even with them, because of the monster.
It's alright. I'm still a Duba though, so I mean.
Yes, you also look like the Duba, but I feel like at this point, Lucky and Duba and the rest of your guildmates are pretty used to just you transforming into random people.
The
mayor looks a little bit confused. He kind of looks back and forth, and then just kind of like seems to like decide he's not going to ask. Like maybe you guys are twins or something. It's not his business.
I'm gonna just transform into the mayor real quick.
The mayor's eyes kind of go wide for a minute. Oh, that's quite an interesting type of magic you got there. I don't know how it'll fare you in combat, but feel free to be me whenever you like, I guess.
10, 13.
The mayor does not seem to have any kind of magical abilities or anything. Upon transforming into him, you sense no magic connection.
Oh, well then I remember Duba and I transform back to myself.
You don't even have to worry about it because, like I said, normal people and non-magical creatures, I'm going to give you for free. So the mayor doesn't consume one of your normal slots, but
I transform back to myself. Oof, we forgot to explain what we look like.
Yes. I mean, that is actually a good question. We did totally skip over that phase. What do both of you guys look like?
Lucky's kind of he's I shouldn't Lanky's not it's the wrong word, but he's very, very tall and he is muscular, but he's not like built, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And he has a very, very long beard.
Excellent.
She will get your feet, boy.
Alright. A guy, also muscular.
I mean, it's you guys are anime wizards. I'd be disappointed if your shonen characters weren't muscular.
Well, I mean, I'm a smith, so I mean, why? I will always, if I'm every smith is like strong. So I mean,
yeah.
Mostly.
What do you look like though? What kind of goofy anime hair have you got? Isn't that I kind of imagine a guy is just like the very bland like Lunch Punch fan Saitama face, like just very plain, and that's just like he just turns into everything else.
No, I could see that.
I would draw it, but I don't have paper.
I mean, what is it? Like, just in general. So what color hair does he have?
His
tall stuff like that.
His hair that spikes up to the side.
You definitely got some kind of hair. Got it.
And then it would also be like I would have like a band around my the bottom of my hair.
Alright.
And it's black. I'm a blacksmith. What else am I supposed to wear? And then I have a cape I wear sometimes. And then my hammer connects
times just because.
Yeah, I have a short sleeve shirt. I mean, I have a long sleeve shirt. No, 1 second. I have a no sleeve shirt,
A sleeveless shirt, yes, gotcha.
and then I have long pants, and then khakis,
Glorious.
and
Okay.
then I have a belt that my lucky hammer connects to.
Excellent. All right. So, yes. All right.
Oh yeah. Also, 1 second. When I transform,
Duba himself is kind of dark brown skin, a little bit of a shorter guy. Also quite muscular, though.
every anime character is muscular.
I'll be right back.
You're either like muscular or like super skinny or like really fat if you're an anime character.
Also, along with I have even my belt when I transform will either won't be there or will, but my hammer will still be attached. If I
You don't change your belt. You always keep the belt on whatever you change it to.
well, no, that and
So this is our anime
unless
signal, so we can tell that it's you.
if they don't have a belt, then no. But they'll always know from the hammer I have on my side.
Okay, you always keep the hammer. All right.
Yeah.
See, all right, remember this, Lucky. This is the cue, so you can always tell which one is which.
He ain't here.
So later, when I ask you, how are you telling which one is which? Look for the hammer.
He ain't here. 1 second. Also, my hammer will change sides depending on what I am. So if I'm a beetle, my hammer will turn into a beetle-sized hammer. If
I'm fine with this.
If-
I'm fine with you keeping the hammer and it like changing so that you always still have it.
After all, it does have a symbol of a hand on it, so
Yes, this is something that may in fact interest Lucky because reasons you don't know yet. But the hammer that he always seems to carry around, the guy always seems to carry around, is marked with a symbol that you have heard of, the symbol of the god of craftsmen.
God's hand. Also, Dane isn't here, so
He's not here? Damn it.
No.
Why didn't you tell me that?
I did
And that was the joke.
3 times now. He even told you once. He said 1 second. I'll be right back.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention. What do you expect?
Okay. Yeah, so God's hand is on the hammer.
Yes, I'm totally fine with you always keeping your hammer when you transform.
I mean, if
Do you want the whole hammer, or do you just want the symbol that's on the hammer to always be there?
I want the hammer.
Okay, that's fine. I was just asking.
If like the symbol will still be on there no matter what. It's just I will keep the hammer itself.
Yeah, I'm now just laughing at the idea of like when you turned into a bird earlier, the bird just had like a little belt with a hammer on it.
It doesn't have a belt. It's just there's just a belt. I mean not a belt. A bird with a floating hammer. Just connected.
I mean, it's got to be attached to something. Come on.
Fine. His feathers.
It's just like coming out of the feather somehow.
Yes. My whole
Gotcha.
thing is a hammer.
The hammer looks like it's attached to something. Who knows what?
Yeah.
You really don't want to ask too many questions.
because you don't want to know.
Uh,
It's something very wrong. This is why his name is A Guy.
yeah, so you wander up to this thing just as the mayor is telling Lucky and about how they have gas masks that you can use.
So now you tell me.
You chose not to come to the town first.
Because I saw the gold tear glass. I'm like, that's a nice ore right there. That's a. Am I still carrying the gold ore?
Yeah, you have just like a 20-pound rock that seems to be like partially rock and partially gold mixed in.
Great. I'm gonna smash it with my hammer and put it in a bag.
Break it up into some smaller pieces and put it in your backpack.
Yeah. And then I will ask the mayor, does it cost money?
I mean, the mayor doesn't seem to really worry too much about what you're doing here. He's just happy that someone has come to get rid of their monster.
But what is
Why
is he always assuming?
More, though.
Why is he always assuming? What if I'm just there to murder him?
I mean, the other two just told him that you were the wizards that came to do this job.
Okay.
Like the other two people are standing right here.
All right. I'm gonna just take a gas mask and I'll sit and I'll transform into Dubai.
Right. You grab one of the gas masks from the mining building.
It's
And
time
put
to
it
do
on.
some anime stuff. I throw my gas mask up into the air while I transform. When I do transform, I come out Duba. I am.
Okay. It is worth noting this gas mask will fit any normal human, but if you transform into an animal, this gas mask will not help you. Just so you know.
Alright. Is this enough to transform into Duba?
Yes.
Okay.
He's not as strong of a wizard as you guys are. You need a 15 to turn into Duba, just so you know.
How much do I need to transform into Lucky?
Into who?
Lucky.
You need a 20. You need to hit a 20 for Lucky.
And if Lucky had my powers?
Hmm?
And what if Lucky had my powers?
If Lucky had your powers, like to turn into you, would also be a 20. You guys are both first level characters, which is a 20 to turn into.
Okay.
The other ones are a little bit weaker than like an actual player character.
Alright.
You know.
I then put on a gas mask and turn into Duba. I then walk back into the mine.
Please wait until Daniel actually gets back. I know it's hard to be patient, but please wait for the actual group to come with you.
Hey, I mean, you guys went alone. You guys went alone in the agencies.
Right, child. And Nick, I have to take the child home, and I want to have him because I have to take him out to Bella Vista. So I have to take him home. So are we at a decent stopping point, or would you like to get to a decent stopping point?
This is a pretty good stopping point. The mayor has provided you guys with the gas masks to be able to safely enter the mist. And if you like, we can have our leaving off oil painting here being you guys approaching the mines and looking down into this yellow golden mist.
And I say,
what horrors may be below.
birds.
What horrors may be below.
And I say, birds. 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 And I say, birds
I see.
I need to say one thing before we.
Also, you missed it because you were not here when he said it, but a guy once again looks like you.
Duba.
See, he
Duba.
I thought you said you were turning into Lucky. Sorry.
I have a feeling this can get very confusing.
And before
Oh,
we leave off, I will say it burns.
Well, now
Alright.
that you have a gas mask, it doesn't burn anymore. It did before.
Nice. Cool. So that's a nice almost 2.5 hours that we.
And like anime wise, we got our intro episode, and then we got our next like seeing how things go episode with the cliffhanger for part 2 next time.
Nice. This is our nice pilot. I think I'll probably do a majority of the recordings this way. With I've just been doing like the grindy stuff in Mythic Novus that I've been waiting on doing. So.
Onward.
That's my game crashing. Oh.
Just falling off the bridge.
I think I probably will. Hold on. Anyway, Nick, are you there? I believe I have killed my computer, so we're going to stop recording. I hope you all enjoyed, and until next time, we'll see you.